Yeah, all right. So, welcome. Today, we're at a place that is literally like, it's like an abandoned apartment complex here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's been burned down. So I wanted to take up the Air 3S and the Neo2 to go inside some of the buildings and to shoot some scenery from around here because it's quite the scene from the side of the freeway. You can actually see the cars going by on the freeway. It's so close to this place, but this place is just completely burned down and eradicated. So it's a really good spot to record. It's a really good spot to take a look at. And I think that there are some people here that are interested in rebuilding this place, and it looked like they were in the process of doing it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and take the drones up and show you guys exactly what I've seen and how this place looks. All right, so the sun's coming out and I am going to start recording now. And we're gonna take the Air 3S up first and get some scenic shots. Take off. Now there are a lot of trees in Tennessee, just in general. There's a lot of trees in Tennessee. And you gotta be very, very careful. So I've got it in cine mode right now. We're going to just kind of get a perspective. All right, nothing's above me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her up. And I'm gonna show you what this looks like. Let's go ahead and tilt the gimbal downwards. Let's bring her out to the corner and up forward. Let's circle this around so you can start to see some of it there. So I'm gonna bring it up just a tad bit because from what I'm seeing, there we go. From what I'm seeing, I'm seeing a lot of trees and other stuff, so I don't want any obstructions in my flight path, as anybody should, right? Let's bring her up a little bit higher. These trees do grow a little tall. All right, so let's bring her around. So we're going to be hovering over the trees here. Let's take a look up. So this is the entire complex. You can see I'm down there. Hey. All right, let's take it over and let me show you a couple of these buildings that I've noticed. They were everything looks like they were in the middle of remodeling. And it just, something happened because you can see it on the side of we got some power lines there. Try and stay above those. And you can see that they had quite a few of these places burned down. They had to knock down some buildings that were so bad. Let me see if I can zoom in over there. They were just so bad that they had to knock them down, which is really unfortunate, So this whole place being, is actually such a good piece of property to have as far as investment wise, but it's had just a string of bad luck. So let me show you some of the remodeling that they were doing prior to this place just burning down. And you can see some of the heat damage these other buildings over here as it caught fire. Really, really unfortunate. And yeah, I can't tell you how sad I'd be if that were the case. So we got somebody coming in here now. They might be coming here to kick us out. We'll see, right? But hopefully not. Hopefully they're just coming through just to see what this place looks like. Yeah, they're just coming through just to see what the place looks like. But they were doing a lot of remodeling, as you can see here, for the colors. They're in the process of remodeling this building or this complex. And if I take it around back, which I'll show you here, kind of where we're at, And you can see they had a nice, beautiful canal over here as well. But let me bring it down over here. You can see, nope, don't want to get hit. You can see where they've placed like new windows. They've placed new windows here. And they were really far along as far as where this project was and actually is even still. So very unfortunate, you know, very, very, very unfortunate. But whoever takes over this place, whoever owns this place, I wish them the best. And you know, I really hope that they can get this place up and going and get some, you know, some young families and some people in here who are in need of housing, especially in the Memphis area, and get them housed, add some more affordable housing to the market, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to do with the Air 3S. Now let's go ahead and take the DJI Neo2 and let's see if we can get a more up and close and personal and whatever. Let's just take the Neo2. Let's go through like one or two of these properties and see if we can see how extensive that damage is. All right, so we got some really good news. We've got some people out here cutting the grass, and it doesn't look like we're unwanted from here. So we're going to take the Neo2, do some FPV style shooting, get her up in the air. Okay. So all this stuff's already been turned on, already done all my connections. So we just need to go ahead and get this little tiny pigeon in the sky. All right, so let's go ahead and get the recording going. Perfect. All right, so I know you guys, I can't see you, but I know you can see me. All right, so as you can see, that's one of the guys that's here working on keeping the place maintained. And I know it's real loud right now, but we're gonna go and try and check out some of these places here. So not as abandoned as we suspected, but still not really that bad. Looks like we got some kind of vandalism going on here. If it'll let me go inside, I will. I might have turned off obstacle avoidance on this one. Got to be real careful. Okay, yeah, so I did. I definitely did turn off obstacle avoidance on this one. But it's a shame to see here that people will come into a, you have to excuse me, pollen, I'm really sensitive to it. People will come in here and tear things up, man. So very frustrating to see, especially such a beautiful place. And what do we have here? This looks crazy. Yeah, this looks absolutely insane. So this must have been from the time of the fire here, because we can obviously see some fire damage coming from the ceiling. So that's insane. And yeah, I can only imagine the stink that's in that place. So I'm taking it really, really carefully through here. So I don't want you guys to think that like I'm scared or anything, but I really just don't want to go up there and get my drone if I knock it down. So, and here's more of those units there. Here's more of those like brand new units here. Looks like they really did a good job on the exterior work. They replaced doors, windows, and all that other stuff. They went a little cheap on the windows. They didn't do dual pane. They kind of did like that single glass. So, I mean, not too bad, but you know, they could have went a little bit better on that, in my opinion. And they got some DirecTV out here. Looks like some of these dishes are damaged from the fire. You know, a lot of heat will warp plastics and metals and all that other stuff. But yeah, so just traveling over to, you can see that this was once a building here. So you can see the pad here. That was actually a floor. This looks like this was actually just the flooring of another building. Very, very, very unfortunate that this had to happen to this place. And there's that freeway I was talking about over there. So you guys can obviously see the freeway. You guys can see some of the other workers that are also here. Then you can see a lot of the damage that this caused. So if you're ever in Memphis and you see this place, you know, please don't. This is not an invitation to come over here and just kind of, you know, squat and all that other stuff. But this is more so to bring awareness to, you know, some of the unfortunate events that really can happen anywhere, not just Memphis. But, you know, you can see a lot of the vandalism that's gone on. People just breaking windows and tagging up the place. You know, bums essentially. Even if they are like gang bums and all that other stuff, but people with, you know, time to do everything and not enough time to do the things they need to do in order to not be out tagging up buildings. Could be kids too, you know, so I could be going a little bit too deep in there. Let's check this place out. This is looking pretty awesome. Very gnarly. Same floor plan from the other place that we just flew through, but let's go up the stairs this time. Let's see if I can maneuver this thing well enough to go up the stairs just a tad bit. Oh, there we go. Let me angle the camera just slightly upwards. It's not necessarily all too important to get up there, but I just wanted to kind of show the devastation of this place. Hopefully we don't see anybody. That would be like my worst nightmare, is actually flying through one of these buildings and, you know, somebody's in there. So that would be very, very unfortunate and also quite scary. Pretty sure that's like a creepypasta out there somewhere. Night of the Drone Flyer or whatever. Let's go through here. It's a cool shot. Yeah. Got a courtyard here. Let's look down. Yeah. Looks like this place had some people in it prior to this place burning down. Very sad. Very, very sad. So. Let's bring her on back home. And you can see me there. Look at that stud right there. Just kidding. Sweet. Yeah, so let's go ahead and land her. Such a dang good drone, man. You can't ask for a better drone, really. You really can't. So I appreciate you guys coming with me to do this. I know it's not very much, and there's not very much that I can do. Right? It's not like I can buy this place and, you know, throw a couple million at it to get it back up and running, but I do want to bring awareness to this place. Maybe somebody out there that's watching this video wants to come and take part of an opportunity like this. It's in a great area, great spot right next to the freeway. Probably not good for sleeping and quiet, but I'll tell you one thing, the quality of these units, whether they're condos or whether they're apartments, that's the Hummer over here, they're a really good investment long term. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later, man. Thanks.